Bad Time History. It is a calm night above the Persian Gulf. Hormuz Island shines like a sparkling gem under a star-filled sky. A warm, humid breeze blows from the sea, carrying the scent of salt and seaweed. Crimson sands stretch like a ruby carpet beneath the moonlight. In the distance, a small lighthouse blinks, like the vigilant eye of a sleepless guardian. At dawn, the sun rises from the heart of the sea. Golden rays strike the crimson sands, setting them ablaze with light. Women of the island, dressed in colorful skirts and carrying clay jars on their heads, walk through the rainbow-hued hills. The cries of seagulls echo in the sky as the island awakens from its slumber. In the early morning, the fishermen's wooden boats slip one by one into the water. With calloused hands, the men carry their nets on their shoulders, and the sound of wood striking against the boats signals the start of a new day. The smell of fresh fish lingers in the air. From the shore, children's laughter can be heard as they chase seashells among the gentle waves. At noon, the island's women return from the old wells. On their heads, they carry clay jars filled with clear water, while their colorful veils dance in the wind. The burning sun beats down on the red cliffs, casting short shadows. Along the way, little children cling to their mothers' skirts as the women's folk songs fill the narrow village paths. On a misty morning, the horizon of the sea grows dim. Suddenly, white sails emerge from the fog. The grand Portuguese ships, bearing red flags marked with crosses, slowly but heavily approach the island. The sound of waves crashing against the wooden hulls and sailors' shouts break the silence of the shore. The islanders, both amazed and anxious, gather on the cliffs and stare at the unknown strangers. The islanders stand on the shore, filled with awe and fear. Elderly men lean on wooden canes, while women hide their children behind them. The white sails draw nearer, and every gaze is full of questions. What do these strangers seek? The island's bazaar comes alive. Stalls overflow with colorful spices, shining seashells, hand-woven fabrics, and fresh oranges. Children laugh and run, while merchants call out to buyers in loud voices. The scent of cinnamon and cardamom fills the air. In the island's stone square, the first exchange between the people of Hormuz and the Portuguese begins. The languages differ, yet through hand gestures and cautious smiles, words give way to glances. Curiosity and caution ripple through the air. At night, the island's square glows with torchlight. Local musicians play drums and flutes as children dance around the fire. The Portuguese watch in wonder, some clapping shyly. Music becomes a bridge between two cultures. On a hill overlooking the sea, the Portuguese stack the island's red stones. Walls rise, towers take shape, and the red flag with a cross flutters in the wind. Workers and soldiers labor with hammers and ropes from dawn till dusk. At night, the Portuguese sailors light their lanterns. The trembling glow falls across the decks and the calm waters of the sea. On the shore, young men of Hormuz watch the ships from afar, their hearts filled with questions. The whistling wind and the rustle of waves combine with the lantern's glow, creating a scene of mystery. In the heart of the village, children gather around a blazing fire. An old storyteller with a long beard and a simple cloak tells the tale of the Sea Jewel, a magical stone said to change the island's destiny. The children's eyes shine with wonder, while the stars above glow like eternal lamps. The full moon glows in the sky. The island's children run along the shore, leaving small footprints on the damp sand. Some collect seashells, while others draw patterns in the sand with little sticks. Their laughter blends with the gentle rhythm of the sea. In the island's square, the people of Hormuz and the Portuguese exchange gifts. On one side, seashells, spices, and colorful fabrics. On the other, silver coins and shining swords. The gazes remain cautious, but smiles slowly begin to appear. In a humble house of clay and stone, a wise old woman sits on a mat. With prayer beads in her hand and a deep gaze, she foretells the future. These strangers bring both gifts and misfortune, she says. Young women listen anxiously, while a heavy silence fills the air. A dark, stormy night descends. The sky roars with thunder and lightning, and furious waves crash against the rocks. Portuguese ships sway violently at sea as sailors tighten the ropes in fear. In the red fortress, soldiers stand under the heavy rain, worried about the future. Was it the right choice to remain on this island? The next morning, on a misty shore, the people of Hormuz and Portuguese soldiers face each other. The waves sound heavier than ever before. Island men stand with simple spears and shields, while the soldiers hold gleaming armor and drawn swords. A heavy silence lingers between the two lines. An old man with a white beard steps forward. He raises his hand and calls for peace. For a moment, hesitation grips the soldiers. Their eyes shift between their drawn swords and the weary faces of the people. The island's fate hangs on a single choice. Dawn breaks. The sun rises from the sea, its rays falling upon the red fortress. The tall walls now stand silent, as if they have witnessed untold stories. The red flag flutters in the wind, softer this time, like a memory of a night full of events. The sun rises higher, and the island sinks once more into eternal silence. The sea breeze carries the stories away, leaving only traces of voices and images in the crimson sands. It feels as though everything that happened was but a dream, etched into the island's memory.